Well, hey folks, Fat Guy Flies RC. All right, I've stuck one in on you. This is the E-FLITE Commander, their latest edition of it from E-FLITE Horizon Hobby. Now, I've had this before. I flew the dog mess out. I ended up selling it at the club, and I missed it like I do a lot of my planes. I miss them, and I want them back. Well, E-FLITE had a big sale. They had a one-day, like $40 or $50 off flash day sale, and then I had like, I don't know how many, $100 some odd worth of their full throttle rewards. So the plane was on sale for $299 with the flash sale, and my rewards I ended up only paying $137 for the plane for the bind and fly. So I said, oh, I got to have that. So here we go. We're going to do the maiden flight on it. Yes, I've flown it before, but not this one. And it's very, very windy. I don't think I would have normally flown this plane in this much wind, but this plane handles the wind really well once you're used to it. But this will be the first time flying this one, so we're going to give it a shot. Maiden flight. Right, left, up, down, right, left. The only thing I've done in the way of modding, I've given it a clear coat of my polyacrylic, and I've maximized the mechanically maximized throws on the elevator and the rudder to give me the most deflection. So very aerobatic plane, and that blue and white color is going to show up real well in today's today's sky. Of course, that big old rudder may not be able to get it turned around. Wind is pretty much down the runway at the tail right now. Plane turn around here. Oh, he's way up high. There's a plane going over, but he's way high. Way higher than I'm not going to interfere with him.
Timer reset.
No idea what kind of plane that is either. All right. Right, left, up, down, right, left. All right. I'm not going to try trimming her right now because it's just so windy, so I'm going to fly in my AS3X mode only. I'll just have to try to figure it out. Well, you know, no.
Trimming mode.
We will do it. I will do it the way you're supposed to. We'll try trimming it even though it's windy. All right, here we go. Oh boy, is it windy. Definitely needs some right aileron. But yeah, the gyro's not turned on right now, so all right. Hard to tell into the wind whether that's properly climbing or. All right, yeah, okay, we're good. All right.
AS3X mode.
All right, good. Now we're AS3X plus now. Run a 3200 3S or 4S in there. Yeah, she'll snap roll. The pilot just had a seizure. Poor guy. All right. Inverted, no problem. There again, it is awfully windy. But she feels comfortable, even in the wind.
Time remaining 3 minutes.
This has got AS3X Plus on board, so. Alright, take it up. Yeah, snap rolls. A little bit of a tail slide there. Take it up. Outside sticks. Okay. Inside sticks. Won't be able to test the flaps out today though. See if we can get a touch and go here. Whoa. A little bit of a touch and go.
Time remaining 2 minutes.
All right. Yeah, a little bit of coupling there, trying to do a knife edge there. But it's so windy, it's so hard to tell. I can imagine how much fun this thing will be on a calm day. All right. That's 2 landed for the price of 1. Let's take it up one more time. Stay on that rudder. Let that tail come up and let her lift.
Remaining 1 minute.
Then let her lift off into the air. All right. It is windy, but the commander can command the wind. It's a good looking plane too.
30 seconds.
Ooh.
20 seconds. Braking. Cruise mode.
All right, let's go ahead and share the flap settings that I did not need to use today. The flaps up are 100% no mix, takeoff flaps,
Takeoff flaps.
0% no mix, and landing
Landing flaps.
negative 100% no mix. No idea if that mix works because didn't use them.
It's up.
Okay, flying rates, ailerons 100%, 40% expo, elevator 100%, 40% expo as the wind turns the plane, and rudder 100% but with 50% expo. Look how the wind turned that plane. All right, forward programming.
Motor so very chill. Touch the plane, it likes it.
I killed myself with these audio call-outs I make. All right, gains are at one-time gains. Roll pitch and yaw are 50, 50, and 60 on roll pitch and yaw. Priorities all at 110 on roll, 120 on pitch and yaw. Nothing with heading, and I don't have I didn't update this receiver to give me stop lock or release rate, so I don't have that in there. But one-time gains on that. Let's check our battery. Well, you know what? Wait, I've got smart telemetry on this thing. I should be able to check my battery from here. Still says I got 50%. Says I got 50%. If that's the case, we'll go up again. Even though the telemetry may say 50%, I'm just, to me, I've got this thing about, I got to check it with my checker. That's just, prop is off. So I had 12 seconds left after a 5-minute timer. And if I've got 50%, that means you can fly it for 7 minutes for sure. Let's check this out. I gotta be careful that you use too much of that polyacrylic, you'll make things tight. Uh-oh, I've got my battery way up in there. Yeah, you know what, we'll leave it alone. We'll fly it again here in just a little bit. But I want to take it out. I need to take it out. Just to show you my placement real quick before I take it out, I've got that 3200 4S with a 30C shoved about 1/4 inch up underneath the firewall there. And she seems to CG real well. You know what, I need to check that before I take the battery out. Let me. CG is 85 millimeters back from the leading edge root. If you don't make yourself a mark, you just feel for that decal. It's right at the edge of that decal. So it is so windy. Oh gosh. I'm thinking that's good. Gabriel, do me a favor. Show them the flags. Tell them what we're dealing with here. All right, let me check the battery now. Yeah, it is stupid windy right now. But then again, that's what Fat Guy Flies RC. This is what we fly in. We like the wind. We like the never having to use flaps because the wind does my flaps for me. Check the battery real quick. 59%. I have found, so almost 60%, I have found through experience that the telemetry on the Spectrum telemetry has a tendency to be a little more conservative. So that's a good thing actually. But we're going to take it up again and maybe actually use the flaps this time. Okay, so I got 59% left. I'm going to take it up again. Well, keep the timer running. Stay it in high rates. Stay it in high rates. Keep it in high rates. Jet up there. All right. I get her turned around here. There we go. But she seemed like she's trimmed out well, so. All right. I'm gonna have to kind of catch little glimpses here to make sure these flaps work, because wind is going to really obscure a lot of the results. So let's take a look, take off flaps and see how that does.
Timer expired.
Yeah, take off flaps is perfect because it took off without any elevator input, which is what I want. Okay. All right. What I'm looking for now with landing flaps is whether she balloons or not. All right, she balloons just a touch with my landing flaps, but that's okay. It's just a touch. That makes for a nice controllable descent.
Flaps up.
All right.
Landing flaps.
Woo! That wind. Oh boy.
One minute. Flaps up. ESC 14.2 volts.
Yeah.
Landing flaps.
Just about Harrier her in. Let's see if we can do that. This is still the maiden flight, folks, on this plane.
Flaps up. Takeoff flaps.
All right.
Minus 2 minutes. Flaps up.
All right, not gonna land. Flaps are up now. I'm gonna do a no flap landing this time. There we go.
Motor's so very chill. Touch the plane, it likes it.
All right, total timer time 7 minutes and 19 seconds. Motor is off. I don't even remember what kind of trim I needed. I don't think I needed much. I think I need a little bit of right aileron. Yeah, a little bit of right aileron, but that was pretty much it. But then again, that could have been the wind too. 39% left. Okay, so set your timer for 7 minutes. Fly the way you want with a 3200. If you're going to put a 2200 in here, 4S, shove it as far forward as you can get it to get CG and fly for 5 minutes. But honestly, a 3200, either 4S or 3S is best for this plane. Probably about the most perfect. You can put a 4S or a 4000 if you wanted to, but 3200 seems to be the sweet spot for it. Well, folks, there you go. That is the maiden flight with a Harrier landing of the E-FLITE Commander MPD. Great flying plane. Kind of takes you back to the Reno Racer type era, and back in, I guess, the 20s and 30s. But just a beautiful flying plane. God bless y'all. Y'all have a good one. And don't forget, Gabriel, thank you for filming. Don't forget, Faith, family, and friends. And then MPD Commanders, the commander of the wind. Bye, y'all.